Alright guys, welcome back. A strange place where we are. We are at Back to Magic here in Bielefeld, and I'm with my buddy from my team, Team Milder Truthahn in German, Daniel. And Daniel has over the weekend at the HDK, the Heilige Drei Könige tournament, won the second place, and we will get his deck profile now. So let's hop right on over. Alright Daniel, show us the deck. What have you been playing at the weekend?
I played Dragonsmith. And yeah, let's start with the main deck.
Yeah, sure.
The main deck contains 3 engines. The first one is, of course, Tempai, 3 Pydra, 1 Kaiman, 2 field spells, Genroku, Fadra and Chandra.
Okay.
Pretty normal, I would say.
Yes.
The only difference there was in the other Dragonsmith decks was played 2 Pydra and 2 Genroku, but if Genroku get ashed, it's better to have Pydra because then you have still a body to work with.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, for the next engine we have the Bestials. Also pretty normal, I would say, for the decks nowadays. 3 Lubellion, 1 Regained, and 1 of each Bestial. Yeah, the only thing I would change would maybe play 2 Brewsworm instead of 1 Baldrake,
yeah.
1 Brewsworm, just to have a better chance to out
the detonator.
The detonator,
yeah.
Because every one of these cards guarantees the out of detonator.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And then
okay, and for the last part, I played a pretty small Fiendsmith engine.
Yeah.
Just 2 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Trucked, and the Lorien Paradise.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to max out on non-engine, so I have the best odds to stop my opponent. And I mean, every of these engines and non-engines helps to get into the Fiendsmith stuff. So I think you don't need so much slots in the main deck for it.
Okay, so you wouldn't play a 3rd Engraver, even if you had it?
Probably not.
Okay.
So that's it for the engine stuff. And the non-engine contains only cards to stop the duo drive. That was my main goal. I expected almost only Ryziel decks to face. And every of these cards helps and can stop duo drive on its own.
Okay, sounds good.
So 1 Ogre, 1 Ash, 3 Ash.
3 Ash, yeah, sure.
Veiler, Nip, Droll, and of course Imperm.
Yeah.
So I prepared the main deck to go good against Ryziel, and the side deck more to face Malice.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, for the side deck, extra deck, the Tempai cards are Hieratic Seal, Transcendent, Vident, and Trident. And I was the only one, I think, who played Dispadder, just because Bestial were so famous in the event, and there were some situations where you can where you're not able to OTK in the battle phase, and so you have a solid level 10 option to go into, maybe bring back Banished Engraver, and have an interruptions in the opponent's next turn.
Okay, sounds good. And a lot of people were not playing the Trident, but it was important, I guess. It came up.
I was seen one time in the stream that one player couldn't OTK because of that,
yeah.
And I think it's a very nice and must-have card in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you have the possibilities, but this makes it just so much easier.
Okay.
And yeah, for the Fiendsmith stuff, 1 Engraver, 1 Requiem, Necroquip, Desiree, Caesar, Sequence, Moon, and Agnum Day. I would play 2 Requiem after this, just because it's the main target for Bestials, and if your second one, no one expects it, and lets you win and catch them off guard.
Okay.
Yeah, for the generic stuff, it's 1 mandatory Typhon, in Chaos Angel, and this was a flex spot that never come up.
The princess.
So this would probably be the second Requiem.
Okay. Is there anything else you would change, or the Requiem the only
That
thing,
was the
basically?
the only change I would
Okay.
make. Yeah. Last part is the side deck.
Where you prepared everything against Malice, you said, right?
Almost everything. Yes.
Okay. The Malice hate.
We'll start with the Malice preparation.
Sure.
3 Lancia, of course.
Yeah, the best one.
3 Phantasma, which were awesome. Always drew me into Lancias or Ghost Bells, which almost wins you the matchup on its own.
Yeah.
If they go first and you just bell the trap and they're stuck and can't bring back any bodies if they don't have Bestial or stuff like this.
Yeah.
And for the last part, Kaijus, which are good against Ryzel as well, and they clear the Terra Hats, which takes away 2 interruptions. So.
And did you side in everything against the Malice all the time?
Everything,
or?
and all
Okay,
the hand
crazy.
traps out because they are just gambling to if they have the trap hard drawn or not.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have the extender, and that's like that Snake Days where they still end on Terra Hearts with everything else.
Yeah.
So
Especially Imperm Invader. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And the last 3 spots were 1 Cold Fire, which is good against every Fiendsmith deck, and the back row hate, which I would probably change and switch up with Triple Technique Talents.
Okay, 2 Lightning Storms you have there, right?
No, it's 1 Feather Duster.
1 Feather Duster and 1 Lightning.
Archer.
Okay, that's why I didn't recognize it.
1 Lightning Storm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds cool. Do you have any shoutouts, any people you want to greet?
Of course, shout out to my team, TMT, to the content creators in there, Benny and Tim, and of course Tobias, who tested for a month with me, which of course worked, and shout out to Felix Marquez, who helped me out with the Fiendsmith stuff.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Then second place, a great achievement, and wish you luck in the future.